if you want a shortcut to your manifestation, these are two of the most powerful techniques that I've ever used. I feel like you might benefit from trying one of these, or maybe both of them. The first one is visualizing getting the things that you want and watching it as if it was a movie. The first thing you're going to do is find a comfortable, quiet spot. It might be a good idea for you to meditate right before this, or just take a few minutes to do some deep breath works and really get yourself in a very calm state before you start. Then once you do begin, you want to not only visualize sort of seeing what's happening, but you kind of want to, maybe some of you visualize like a movie and you kind of just watch things unfold, sort of like from a bird's eye view, but you want to take it a step further basically and really allow yourself to kind of be in that moment. So instead of like watching a movie, you actually want to be experiencing it unfolding around you. So things that might help is like smells. What does it smell like? And you can think about people who would be there when this moment unfolds, when you get this thing that you want, and maybe how it feels physically. So maybe you're trying to manifest something physical, a material item, you know, how does it feel in your hands? What does it look like? Is it super shiny and glossy? What does the texture feel like? What does it smell like? And then of course the most important thing is, how does it make you feel in this moment? What kind of feelings are you embodying? And you want to kind of linger on those feelings and sort of revel in them for as long as you can. The stronger the feelings and emotions, the stronger the exercise will be. One thing that always helps is to kind of think about having other people there, maybe people who care about you, who want you to succeed, and then thinking about their feelings and their emotions as well, how happy they are for you, how joyous they are feeling, how excited they are for you maybe, and that will help you again amplify the feelings and the emotions of getting this thing, having this moment. Maybe they're really proud of you, maybe they're really excited or really happy for you. That can help amplify your own feelings and emotions. And one thing that always helps kind of take it to the next level is thinking about why the people in your life might want you to have these things. Maybe it's your dog and your dog wants you to have that promotion that you wanted, because then you'll have more money and you'll both be able to live a better life. Something silly like that can actually really help, because it's just about finding something that you can actually relate to and something that you kind of think is a little bit funny, something that brings you a little bit of joy, something that you think, oh, that's fun. How fun would that be if that did happen? So kind of making it lighthearted, even though it is this big, intense thing that you want, making it lighthearted and making it playful will make it more likely to happen. I find that whenever I'm thinking, oh, how funny would it be if this happened, or how funny would it be if that happened, those things have a very, very high success rate of actually coming in and actually manifesting. So you can kind of find little playful ways to kind of attach, little playful thoughts to kind of attach to your manifestations. It makes it a lot more relaxed, it makes you a lot more relaxed, and it makes it more likely to come in, rather than if it was like super serious and you were like very intense about it and very possessive about it. The second thing is to immerse yourself in the experiences that you want to have. So maybe you want to own a home in a really expensive area. Maybe you go to open houses there. Maybe you just go take a walk around. Maybe you walk your dog around that really nice area and just kind of envision yourself living there and having the things that you want. Maybe you want a promotion at work. Maybe you want a certain position, a certain career path. You can dress up and get dressed for that position, for that career. One thing about the mind is experiences will truly take you to where you want to be, and they're so much more powerful and so much more effective than just thinking about something alone. And this is why things like vision boards might be very helpful for you. I feel like I'll make vision boards, forget about it, and then, you know, even though I see it every day, I don't consciously think about it. But then when I start to see the things that are on my vision board come into my life, that's when I'll realize how powerful and how important it is to visually see the things that you're manifesting. So vision boards, honestly, everyone says the physical ones are better, but I just do the ones on my phone and my iPad. So it's really up to you. It's more about kind of seeing it and kind of ingraining it into your mind rather than like, you know, you don't necessarily need to spend like a ton of money on it. But some people do find that it's more helpful for them when it's a physical board and there's like texture and they can like feel it. So you'll kind of have to figure that out for yourself. But having something to remind you of it doesn't have to be a vision board, it could be a small item. So I keep like a little jade bracelet on my desk by where I sleep, and it just kind of reminds me that I am destined for abundance. So little things like that, whatever helps you, kind of nudges you towards the path that you want to go down. These little visual reminders are extremely helpful. But yeah, get dressed up and dress yourself for the position that you want. You might not know this, but we as people are just so incredibly affected by visuals and by the way things appear. I used to be at work, and the place that I worked at, you know, there was this obsession with how things appeared, and it used to really bother me because I was like, this is pointless. Like, why are we so obsessed with how things look and how things appear? But now I look back and I realize it's because appearances can actually be very powerful. And one way you can think about this is if you were looking to promote someone, say you were a manager and you were looking to promote someone from your team, how someone shows up visually and how they present themselves, maybe not just visually, but sort of how they present themselves when they speak. Maybe they're very eloquent and they speak slowly and clearly, and they take the time to explain things in a very nice and organized way. Or maybe their desk is always organized, or maybe they always dress like they're looking for that next promotion. These are these little things, these subtle messages that people send out, you pick up on, which means that whatever messages you send out visually, other people are definitely picking up on. We're very good at picking up the subtle signs of reading body language. So it's very important for you to project things that you want with how you dress, with how you act, with how you behave. If you want to manifest a specific person, if you want to manifest a partner, you can't really walk around acting like you're undeserving of love, like you don't love yourself, like you lack confidence. That's going to be a really big turn off to everyone else because they're going to believe whatever energy you're putting out. If you're walking around and you don't look confident, they're immediately going to think, oh, that's because you know that you're not a great match, you're not a great catch, and that's why you're not confident. Whether that's true or not, they're gonna believe whatever you're putting out. Same thing with the work example. If you're, you know, not dressed well, if you kind of are super disheveled and disorganized all the time, even if your work is impeccable, most people aren't gonna know that. They're just gonna know what they see visually and how they feel and the energy and the vibes that you put out, and they're gonna assume that you're disorganized and bad at your job. So it's very important to kind of present what you actually want to attract. Okay, that's it for today's little video. I hope that you found value in this. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with someone who might also find it to be impactful, and I will see you next time. Bye!